Building a profitable life insurance business was easy. Building any service-based business is easy, providing you understand the fundamentals that I'm going to be talking to you about in this episode. Did you know that in 2022, out of nearly 5.5 million businesses in the UK, only 270,840 made it to 5 to 9 employees? That shows how difficult it is for the majority to build a profitable business. Now, whether you're in insurance, whether you're in mortgages, whether you're in any service-based industry, the principles that I'm going to talk to you about will 100% apply to you. So I started my mortgage brokerage in 2006, and we got hit by the credit crunch in 2008, which meant that I had to diversify and do life insurance, critical illness, and income protection from 2009 right the way up till 2015. And I ended up building a 6-figure profitable insurance business that I hated. And I don't want that for you. So my name's Gary Das. On this channel, we talk about everything to do with mental, physical, and financial well-being. Whether it's generating leads, increasing your sales, building high-performing teams, this is where you can get the knowledge from my real-world experience. I am not just a coach that has read a book. I've been in business since 2006, and I share with you the ups and the downs, and mostly so that you don't make the same mistakes that I do. Starting out in any business, you have to understand the 4 key areas of business, which are leads, sales, admin, and finances. It's vital that you're able to attract new and ideal customers. You need to understand your niche, who you're specifically going after. In insurance, do you want to cover mums or do you want to cover dads? Or is it that you're looking to make sure that children are protected? Or is it that you're covering specifically the mortgage? The mistake that most people make when they market for a specific product is they try and go after everything, whereas actually the focus should be to laser in on one specific product that gives you the upsell to everything else. As an advisor, your job is to advise on all the pitfalls and all the shortfalls and all the problems. So you can go back and watch my video that I did a few weeks ago on sales, and it will take you through my 4-step process to helping you to convert your clients. Because once you've got those in, if you coach them through the process and you're working with more leads, you'll be able to create more sales and more opportunities. Now, particularly in insurance, half of your clients are going to be medically fit and well, and half of your clients are going to need to go for doctor's reports or even have a medical like I have had to have done recently. Now, that process should not be managed by the advisor or the salesperson, the same as it shouldn't in any business. You have sales and you have delivery. So it's really important that you're leveraging out as quickly as you possibly can the administration to a PA and to an admin. And most importantly, when you've got leads, sales, administration being managed, you need to have someone who's making sure that you're getting paid on the back end. That's the overview of the 4 key areas. Now we can dive specifically into how you can make that a profitable enterprise. In mortgages, people need a mortgage and they want a mortgage. You know, my garden grass, it needs to be cut and I want it cut. Otherwise I can't play football with Hunter all the time. If you have an ironing person, you need your ironing done and you also want your ironing done. So need and want is really vital. With insurance, most people need it, but they don't want it. What are you really buying? You're buying a piece of paper. Now in some of the industries that you're in, there may be that real need, but a lack of want and a lack of desire. I experienced this in my training business. You know, people actually need coaching, need support, need training. It's why we're here at my event today, Leads to Lifestyle, where I work through taking my highest level clients to building a better business every single month, holding them accountable, giving them the training, the inspiration, the motivation, and the knowledge to take their business to new heights. They do need it, but I have to make them want it. Ladies and gents, I'm cutting in right here because we only open our Success Circle doors quarterly. And this is your opportunity to come and join us inside the community where you will get access to weekly Zoom clinics with me and my team, monthly in-person guest experts to help you generate leads, increase your sales, and maximize your business profits. And where we bring it all together, our quarterly Success Circle seminars. So there are consistent, regular touch points to help you improve your habits, to take your professional and personal life to the next level so that you can truly achieve a business, income, and lifestyle that you love. So make sure that you click the link to come and join us inside Success Circle right now. So whatever business you're in, you need to understand what is it you're actually selling and who are you specifically selling it to. Because nobody is going to be chasing you down to buy your product and service. So the fortune is always in the follow-up. What we did fantastically well as a team up until 2015, and we still use these principles in my business today, is we have a CRM system that manages the entire customer journey. And none of my team leave any stone unturned when it comes to following up with customers and clients. Whether it's following up after 2 days following the initial consultation call, if it's following up a week later and they haven't answered their phone, it can take somewhere between 8 and 15 attempts to get somebody to convert. If you're giving up after the first, second, or third, and you're not following up because it's not a need and it's not a want, then you're leaving money on the table. You have to get to the point where you are pestering people. You're not their priority. It may feel like you're pestering them from your point of view, but the amount of times I get clients turning around and saying, Gary, thank you so much for continuing to persevere, for continuing to reach out. I've just been so busy. Life, business, kids, all these other things that people have got going on. So if you want to make your business successful, you have to follow up consistently until you get a no from that individual, or potentially until they bought from somewhere else. But guess what? When they turn around to me and say, I bought it somewhere else, my next question is, why didn't you choose me? No problem at all. Thank you for the feedback. Can I give you a call in 1 or 2 years' time to see if we can help you or do any better? You have to maintain those relationships. The hardest part is getting the inquiry. The next point is making sure that you look after it and that you get the sale at the end of the day. Whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, the fortune is in the follow-up. The last point is about customer service. My job as a salesperson is to make sure that I'm finding new business, that I'm converting that business, that I'm putting the money on the sales board. You have to build your business with exceptional PAs, admins, customer service, client success people who support you in the job that you do. It's really difficult in any industry or in any business to provide both the sale and the level of service that is needed. Now, we over-deliver. I have a huge gripe with my team that we never overpromise and underdeliver to a client. If we say we're going to go back in 5 days, we go back in 3. Never the other way around. This builds relationships. This builds connection. My team are better than me at building relationships and building connections. What they're also targeted on is maintaining that relationship with that individual after the application's been submitted or the sale has been completed, because that's where you'll get the review and you'll get the referrals. I think it's really important that your customer service team is more focused on relationship building, community building, and nurturing your existing customers and clients, because there's a typical stat out there that 80% of your revenue will come from 20% of your clients. So if someone only buys life insurance from you, or they only buy your core product, are you again following up with that individual to talk to them about other products, other services, the shortfalls that they perhaps have that they couldn't afford at that particular time? You can't do that as a salesperson or as an advisor whilst also trying to hit your daily, weekly, or monthly targets. Whereas your customer service or your client success or your administrators will be able to diary that for them. They will be able to reach out. They'll be able to build a relationship. And that is what really builds a profitable business. Yes, we can increase our leads, but more importantly, we want to maximize the value of every single sale. We also want to get those leads and those customers buying from us more regularly. If we can achieve that, then you end up having a highly, highly profitable insurance brokerage. Now, you may be wondering, why did I end up hating my life insurance business? Well, one of the things that we talk about consistently is generating quality leads. Up until 2015, all I did was buy a lead, a name, and a number from a third-party supplier. I understood nothing about marketing or lead generation, and that has been my biggest personal and professional development learning since 2016. Now, we used to phone what was the old Yellow Pages. We used to buy data from companies where it's, have you got life insurance? Yes. Would you like to save some money? Have you got life insurance? No. Would you be interested in a quotation? We used to get hundreds of those pieces of data. We used to have automated dialers. We'd speak to 100 people to get one yes. It was a horrendous business. And because some of those insurance policies were being sold to dads or to mums, every single half term, we would always find that life insurance premiums would be cancelled, and therefore we would have to chase them to keep their direct debits going. We would suffer clawback because you get money up front, but it's liable for up to 4 years on a pro rata basis to pay that back to the company. You're putting money in at the top and it's constantly dripping out the bottom due to cancellations. And it was the quality of the inquiry on the front end, which is one of my biggest passions that I talk about in the lead generation guide, is understanding your niche. The first section, gaining clarity. So get your marketing right and everything else in business becomes easier. Even though I had a business that I hated up until 2015, I still managed to make it highly profitable, 6-figure profits that gave me the lifestyle that I truly wanted. But building a business again from 2016, getting back into self-employed mortgages, I changed everything and I've done everything differently, which is what I share with you constantly on this channel. So one of the things that used to happen to me when I was driving home in my latter part of the insurance brokerage in 2015 was I'd occasionally stop off in a lay-by and cry before I went home. And it was because I'd built that business that I hated. I constantly had to be paying £20,000 a month for low quality leads. I didn't enjoy my life, my days, or my business. And I've completely transformed and changed that by focusing on lifestyle and building a business that supports it, which is why we're doing it at the Leads to Lifestyle event. So mastering mental health as a professional, as a business owner is fundamental. It's a foundational principle. And I'm going to share with you some tips, strategies and tactics next week on the show.